Hi, this is Casey Hudson and I'm the project director on Mass Effect. Now with the PC version, we've introduced some new controls for combat that allow for two different styles of gameplay. First we'll look at the new tactical HUD and see how it allows for a more methodical and strategic approach to combat. Now here we have Liara and Rex in our squad. You can set them to use powers only at your command so that you have total control. First we'll set Liara into a support position. Rex is a tank, so we're going to put him on point. We'll have Rex attack the front line using throw. From the rear, we'll get Liara to launch a singularity attack. Let's move her forward, and again we'll put Rex on point. There are two Geth troopers ahead. We'll have Liara use warp on the far one, and this will squeeze him and cause damage over time. We'll get Rex to vaporize this one with a carnage attack. Here again we'll move our squad up. Let's have them rally behind us as we head up the ramp. Rex and Liara are following from behind, so we'll get Rex to use throw on this trooper. It's low gravity here, so throw and lift are particularly effective. We don't know what's ahead, so let's send Rex up and put Liara behind cover. Geth destroyers are extremely tough, so Liara is going to take this one out of the fight for us. And this is a Krogan warlord. Rex will hit him with carnage. He's still standing though, so we'll take him out with lift. Alright, now we'll get Liara to put this destroyer into stasis. And that'll give us time to make our next move. Alright, now we'll see how the new mappable hotkeys allow us to take a more run-and-gun action approach. Now this Commander Shepard is a female soldier. We'll put her attacks on the hotkeys. Our squad is still with us in a support role, but we'll do most of the frontline combat ourselves. Here we've activated Overkill for some long-range, high-damage gunfire. And we've modded our assault rifle with radioactive ammo that will vaporize these Geth. Toss a grenade here. When we engage Overkill again, this Geth has deployed an energy field we need to get through. Here comes a destroyer. Now we take him down with throw, and a grenade finishes him off. So depending on the situation, you can run and gun or control every tactical movement of your team. It's an awesome new addition to the Mass Effect combat experience.
But another function that you can do with the Xbox that you couldn't do on the Xbox 360, taking advantage of the keyboard and mouse configuration, you can do what's called hotkeying. Hotkeying is a real common thing for PC users when they play games, and defaulted to the 1 through 8 keys, you just do a simple drag and drop from your power bar down below. Whatever powers you want to use, you can drag them up into the bar, and it automatically defaults to those keys. So now, instead of just a tactical squad control, you have the ability to do what we call run and gun. For example, I know there's more Geth coming on up ahead. I'm going to activate my Carnage ability for my shotgun. Get that one out. Cast off a quick throw. Cast off a quick lift. You can also switch your weapons on the fly. Something that's pretty cool. Instead of, for the Xbox 360, we had the combat wheel and we had the powers wheel, and you had to sort of switch back and forth. We wanted to make it, just keep it as fluid as possible for the player, that instead of having to pause the game, sort of a little break in the game and have to take off and figure out just to be able to switch weapons, you can do it on the fly. Either by pressing the F1 through F4 keys, or you can just scroll through them with the brackets keys. We've won over 80 awards for Mass Effect for Xbox 360, so we didn't feel the need to change the already great story, but we wanted to really make Mass Effect from the Xbox 360 into a great PC conversion to take advantage of all the functions of the PC. Bigger, stronger, faster processors, graphics, and of course the keyboard and mouse configuration that the Xbox 360 doesn't have. So we've decided to make it better. You can tell immediately looking at the graphics. We're on a planet here called Vermeer. It's a lush tropical world. You can see the waterfall here. You'll see birds pass through the sky once in a while, especially around gunfire, water reflection and all that sort of thing, making it look really, truly a pretty game. Now, one of the first changes you're going to notice, we're going to go up ahead here, and I know that coming up there's a small group of Geth that we're going to stop at. So I'm going to bring up the Tactical HUD, Tactical HUD. This is the largest change that was made between the Xbox 360 version and the PC version. With one button press, which is defaulted to the space bar, you have total control over the party, their abilities, their weapons, as well as Commander Shepard's powers, abilities, and weapons. From this point, you can rotate the camera, taking a look around, figuring out whether you're being attacked from behind, looking whether you're being attacked from above, any of those things. And you can control your party. For the Xbox 360, you had similar party controls, but you had to send both people ahead. You could move them to a point, you could have both people attack a target, both people stay and defend, or both people return to you. Now you can control them individually. So for example, I see some Geth coming up over here where the crosshair is. I'm going to move Garrus over here behind these rocks, Tali over here behind these rocks, and I'm just going to take cover behind this rock here.
Time to get some attention.
You can see the AI, the intelligence of the game, is smart enough that now that I'm not taking direct control, the characters are smart enough to duck under cover, use their weapons.
Monophi is under coordinated crossfire. Check for long-range turrets helping the Geth target.
I can bring them back to me just as easily. Leave Garrus up front. No, I'll bring Garrus back as well. Whatever individual commands you want to do. This adds a real sort of tactical control to the game. You have the option now of, well, do I want to give my character the sniper rifle and have him stand back at range, and I'll put another character in heavy armor with a shotgun and send him right up front to draw fire? Do I want to have my support buffs, my Asari biotic specialists stay at the back and cast off biotic powers? It really adds sort of a tactical feel to the game. Speaking of items, one of the features that we heard, BioWare is always open to the feedback from our community, from our press, anytime we bring out a game. And the people said, well, you know, it's great, it's wonderful, you've given us so many guns, different sorts of armor, modifications for your weapons, all that sort of thing. But the inventory control isn't great. It was kind of, you know, a large bucket, everything landed in the bucket, and it was a little hard to manage. We've realized this, and we've adapted things a little bit. It's still the same basic system. It keeps all the assault rifles together, all the shotguns together, all your armors together. But what it does now is it ranks them in order of use. The Pulse Rifle 9 here is a little bit better than the Kovalev 9 down here, and it's much better than the Lancer 1 at the bottom. Now, it's still up to the individual party person. Well, maybe I actually want the Pulse Rifle because you can tell it has a little better accuracy than my existing weapon, but it's not quite so good for damage. So again, it comes up to the individual party, who you want to control. Same easy switch between characters. If I want to give Garrus the weapon, it's a simple button click. If I want to include any of the weapon modifications, again, same sort of thing. They're locked in. Quick equip for whatever you want to do. Weapons, armors. Nice, fast, and easy. So again, just taking advantage of the feedback that we get from our players, trying to make it the best PC game experience that we can for the players.